All right, so I made a video about GameStop and how I was like, damn, I can't believe it went up like I don't know to 100. Now it's $200, right? After market. But I did some research and I figured out what was happening. I mean, it wasn't QE or anything. Well, I mean, maybe it played uh, something into it. But anyways, so there was this Reddit thread, right? And apparently, and you can find that Reddit thread from Elon Musk's Twitter. So basically, what is happening is that basically a lot of people ganged up together to increase the price, and what happened is that you have a lot of short people that are shorting that stock, right? They don't think that stock is good, and you know they're betting it will go down, right? So what happens when they short a stock is that they are basically buying, well, they're taking a short position on the stock, right? And then they're betting the stock would go down. And if it goes down, they make the difference, right? So, anyways, um, instead, what happened was that it went up. And the only reason why it went up is that there was this thread. Again, apparently, I mean, everybody's like ganging on that thread to kind of boost up um, heavily shorted stocks so that the people shorting the stocks or the hedge funds or whatnot shorting the stocks are going to have to buy the stock back at a higher price, right? So this is like it's a really funny game because I realized that's what was happening to BlackBerry too. I mean, BlackBerry, and I think right now, as I'm making this video, they're doing the AMC one. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but this is like a game. They're just picking stocks that are heavily shorted, and then they boost the price, and then sooner or later, the people shorting the stock, they're going to have to cover, right? And man, they're gonna have to buy it back, right? Which means they're gonna have to buy it back at a higher price. And I've been online looking at or talking to people, and they're like, "Dude, I'm gonna go in." I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna go in too." And like nobody knows how far it's gonna go and what's gonna happen, but it's a very time sensitive thing. I mean, obviously, it might go down, but I don't know. I mean, it's one of those type of games, right? It's like Jenga, right? Yeah, who pulls the brick and when it's gonna fall. But it is very interesting. I've never seen that happen before because all those companies that are going up 100%. I mean, I wasn't. I think there was an express company or something too that went up a lot. I think it went up like from I don't know 5 cents to like 20 cents or something. I don't know. I didn't look at it that much, but the GameStop was the one I looked at the most. Now, all these companies, including BlackBerry and AMC, I don't have any good feelings about them, and it is because I don't have that many good feelings that they're going up because they're on the opposite end, right? There's somebody shorting the stocks, and the people shorting the stocks are going to be the one losing the money. Well, apparently for now. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the people that are buying the stocks at like hundreds of dollars, maybe they will lose in the end. Who knows? But you know, they're doing that, and I'm looking at this. I'm like, damn, I didn't know that this can happen, and that they're using the power of the internet basically. Before you didn't have the internet and everything, so they're using the power of the internet to kind of like pump one stock up. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, dude, I'm kind of scared. You know, I don't know. I mean, it might go up, it might fall. Who knows? Because GameStop went up to like 150 and then it dropped down to 75. And then the next day, which is today, it went up to over 200. So, they're still pumping it. And if you have the guts to go in, then, you might make some money. Who knows what happens? But this is certainly something that I've never seen before and is very interesting to see because it's almost like you have this form and you have this thread and you have a bunch of people on there which and then they're there to just pump up the stock or something. It's crazy what's happening now. I mean, you don't need to be smart, you don't need to have logic, you don't need to have anything. You just got to get in, like I was saying in the other video, to the right one that they're pumping, and they're going to make the short sellers, well, that in theory, pay for it. And they're going to lose a lot of money. Apparently those older folks that have, that study the markets and everything. I mean, it doesn't take anybody with a brain, I mean, it doesn't take that much to know that GameStop is a dying business. I mean, I play video games. I mean, the last time I went into GameStop was like whatever, never in the past 3, 4 years. I mean, I used to go there a lot, and they are so horrible because they don't ship things on time. They don't even keep your pre-order. I mean, there's a lot of bad things about it. Minus the fact that we're heading into a digital world, and GameStop is one of those things that buys a game at a really cheap price and then sell it used, right? And now we're in a pandemic. I mean, why would you want to buy a used game, right, and sell it for really cheap as well? It's crazy. But then again, there's AMC that they're doing. They're pumping, I guess that's what you call it. We're in a pandemic. Most of the theaters are closed, but somehow that stock's going up like 100%. So there's that. And then there's I don't know, this is Express thing. I'm just watching this. I'm not doing anything. I'm not buying anything, but I'm just watching this. I'm like, man, I never thought that would be coming. I mean, it's pretty crazy. And then yeah, like I was saying, there's BlackBerry. Now, my friends have asked me about BlackBerry. I've always said I don't like that company. First of all, they're a Canadian company, which is kind of like what I do, or more like, where I am. But I'm not a big fan of BlackBerry because they never really whatever. They never really advance, right? For the past 9 years, their stock has been pretty much low. I mean, once it got pumped up, the executive just went sell. I mean, that's how much faith you have in the company. But they're pumping up the stock, so it's going up. Some people, I'm telling you I seen some people say that they paid their um, student loan by being in GameStop, right? I don't know. I mean, just because of that pump, people made like tens thousand, 100,000, million. It's crazy out there what's happening. I mean, I hope I'm in one of those stocks. But then again, I'm not in the U.S. market, so probably never gonna happen because I don't buy U.S. stocks. I only buy Canadian stocks. So yeah, I mean, well, and I wouldn't buy BlackBerry. So forget that. I mean, I have no incentive to buy BlackBerry because I know that it's a bad company. Anyways, so I just wanted to make a video to follow up on that and talk a bit about it. It's pretty crazy. I gotta say, it- I'm usually generally an investor, but I'm looking at this. I'm like, damn, I can make some quick money with this. But, you know, I don't know. We'll see.